Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm a speech pathologist and feeding specialist at Food for Thought Therapy. Have you ever thought there just has to be a better way for me to help my child learn to eat? I've taken them to therapy, I've done exposure therapy, I've done food training, I have done all the techniques that all the gurus say, and there's just nothing that is helping them eat. They might seem checked out, they might seem like they don't want to participate in therapy. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a better way, and it is called SPACE treatment. So SPACE, it stands for Supportive Parenting for Anxious Childhood Emotions, and it was originally developed to help parents respond to their children's anxious fears. But the thing is, ARFID, or severe selective eating, whether you have a diagnosis or not, is wrapped up in fear, and that is why we use SPACE to help our kids overcome feeding difficulties, ARFID, anxiety over trying new foods. So the great thing about SPACE is your child does not need to participate in therapy. They don't have an expectation to engage with me as a therapist. It's all about helping the parents reframe how they communicate with their kids and how they react and how they respond to panic or fear or anxiety. And it can be a game changer when it comes to feeding therapy, because as we all know, many kids don't want to go to feeding therapy. It's miserable, and you spend weeks and months trying to do all these things, and sometimes you don't make any progress. Sometimes your kids might do something in therapy and then you can't get it to translate to home at all. And even in other areas of therapy, like say CBT or something like that, the parents are trained how to help their kids work through that a little bit, but the child still needs to be the core center of the therapy sessions. In SPACE, that's not the case. So we can do it virtually. I work with parents all across the country, helping them learn the techniques from SPACE to implement into their child's life to help them overcome picky eating and some of that inflexibility around food and the fear around tasting new food. So look below in the comments. I'll have a link to my latest course that I am offering to you, or you can of course always work with me one-on-one. I'm happy to walk you through SPACE treatment, especially for ARFID. I'll have the link to my website where you can find out more about that. And of course, subscribe here. I give lots of parenting tips and tricks for feeding therapy, SPACE treatment, how to reduce accommodations, and how to do all the things wonderful for our kids. We can expand their diet, work with their food and flexibility without getting so stressed with feeding therapy.